Alright, up and going. It is Thursday the 24th of April 2010, about 1:26 in the afternoon. Just a bit of a video blog update of how uni's going. Um, in terms of what I should be doing now, it's probably writing an assignment. I've got a group assignment due tomorrow and I'm heading off tonight on the second leg of a charity bike ride, 1,500 kilometres around Victoria, that we're doing, or I'm doing, or part of. So I need to get it done for Christian, who's kind of captain of our team. He'll be pulling it all together tonight or tomorrow, and then getting it submitted. So that one's a bit of an interesting one because it's a slash subject, so it's got undergrad students and postgrad students. There's only two of these subjects that you can actually do in my course, and this is one of them. However, the challenge is just knowing what kind of level they actually expect the work at, whether or not undergrad and postgrads are graded at the same level. Other things I've been up to today is just talking to the next door neighbours. The house that we live in was sold on the weekend, and from all accounts they got a pretty low price considering where the market is supposed to be. Also, just gone a bit of a Dave Evans from U2 look with the beanie today. Was having a good chat to a guy doing the course, David Norris, and he was just talking about procrastination. I was finding out how the rest of his courses, his first year, he's doing quite a few common first year subjects, whereas common business subjects, I'm doing a bit of a range of first, second, and third year because I've already done all those core subjects before. But he was saying that he's okay as long as he doesn't procrastinate, gets on and does things. However, I think the flip side of that is it's becoming obvious, like some of the things, in terms of, it doesn't seem to be totally thought out from RMIT, the amount of things that you have to read that aren't relevant to you, and even what they make you do to read it. There's an example on our, we've got this system called My RMIT, and it's where you can access your study guides, your timetable, your emails, and there's also news there. Now you can't subscribe to the news, I don't think. No. But there's a whole lot of stories that come up every day. Not like I hardly ever log in here, just when you need to get something. One of them today is make every minute count, which is interesting because although yes, procrastination is part of it, make every minute count is a link to a workshop about time management, but you have to click through about 5 different screens to actually get to it, view the full story, view a bit more about it, and then click on another fill-in page and log in and sign up for it. I think there's a fair bit of work to do by RMIT in terms of just thinking through, like making it easier, like other things that I've done already that suggest that I have a time management issue, whereas everything's just broadcast, whereas it's really like the one-to-one future, which is the big thing that they should be chasing. The other thing is in terms of studies, and another example of how RMIT makes you waste a bit of your time, is that there's no, like we use a system called Blackboard. I'm not sure what version we use, but there's no notification if like a new document gets posted, or there's blogs there, but there's no way you can subscribe to the blogs. So it's very much old style you're going to find. It's kind of like pre-RSS. If they just implemented that change, I'd say that's probably been like industry standard, any web marketing kind of stuff since maybe 2003. And I understand RMIT is an old organisation. I'm not sure, like it'd be over 100 years old, judging by some of the old buildings that it owns. But even that one simple thing would make life so much easier. There was a assignment or reading list rather, which I went or tube exercise, which I'd done all the work, and I was just having to dive back in to find how to submit it, and there was no way that I could. Oh, sorry. When I did that, it just so happened that there was a new version, and the reading list had been changed or updated or whatever, and I was like, just crazy. Like I done all the work, finished, and then it was like the goalposts shift. There should be a simple notification, like push to my email or RSS, some way that we can actually touch base, whereas it's kind of it's fairly antique the way it's set up, whether that's the version of Blackboard that we're running or some other thing, some internal bickering while they haven't deployed the system out to us. I don't know if it's self-hosted or it's a software as a service, but we should be getting that stuff. And I just kind of wondering, had a few chats to other students over the last few weeks, but kind of wonder about how many people actually failed because of all their time is taken up like with these kind of like non-value, non-study tasks. And I reckon RMIT's, I'm sure it's made massive strides, and certainly like none of this stuff was in place when I last studied, but in some ways it was like it's more work for the students, and it's not really very usable, or at least the setup that we have at the moment. Next week got a test. It's on, I think it's worth about 10 or 20%. It's on just using search, advanced search. The Google stuff will be fine on. Not that I'm not saying I know that inside out, but like I know how to use that. There's ProQuest. There's a whole heap of tutorial exercises that we needed to do, which I haven't done on the ProQuest section. So hopefully get a bit of a chance to do those probably Monday, Tuesday, get myself up to speed. Asterix, it's a public holiday here on Monday, and the train that I was going to catch home from Wangaratta to Melbourne is booked out because it's the XPT. But that also reminds me I need to get my references, RMIT reference guide to take to that test, just so we do that properly. Finally, the only other thing is I did a couple of days volunteering at a small business here in Melbourne called Textbook Recycles, or Recycled Textbooks, something like that. And it was quite fun. It's a high school recycle book, so it's not the same. It's not competing against the brochures you see around campus for meet and swap your books. It's a different kind of setup. But I'll post the URL in this video. But I worked yesterday, and Lydia, the lady who owns that business, she was thinking, I'd just get you in to do some work. But it kind of left with an uneasy feeling. I'm not quite sure why that was, or whether the relationship wasn't quite working. But get on really well. It was just, I think she's had someone in before, and their processing level's about 500 per day. And mine was about 250, which is about half of what she expected. But being a small business, I understand why you don't want to, you've got to perform at a level there's less fat than a larger business, that you can absorb that. But equally there's a training cost, which I think realistically you've got to expect that when someone's learning to use your systems and just understand about your business, etc., etc. The other thing that a bit unsure, or it was kind of skimping on money. Hey, we're not really happy with you, etc., etc. Well, that's fine. You'd rather have the conversation, but yet, on the other hand, you just gone and spent a whole heap of money to advertise or to get onto the Age Careers Fair. Oh, auto pan. That's a new thing. I'm not pressing anything, and it's doing that. But I'm just looking at the camera. There's my hands there. To advertise at the Age Careers Fair. So I'm well, you just need to work out. It might just be that you can't afford, it's not me personally, but you just can't afford anyone, which is fine, a different issue. And let's have that conversation. So anyway, just that was a text message coming in, and that's about 10 minutes video blogging for this week, and I'll try and post something again next week or in the next couple of weeks. Have a good weekend.